I'm cleaning out my desk and I just found an old brochure I did several years ago that I think is still pertinent today. How to look and feel your best throughout the holidays. And it's pretty. So I wanted to share with you some of the savvy secrets again because it's worth repeating. After hanging the stockings with care and shopping and wrapping and cooking and cleaning and serving and cleaning and worrying about whether you've done enough. Have you ever gone to bed during Hanukkah or Christmas Eve with a migraine? I did for decades. Adrenal stress is epidemic even before we add our holiday stress or a pandemic. Our bodies don't know the difference between being chased by a saber-toothed tiger or fear, anxiety, and worry. Seems like we're all stuck in sympathetic nervous system overdrive or in the fight or flight mode. And no wonder obesity, thyroid, hormonal, endocrine disorders, cancers, diabetes, colds and flu are rampant. So what can you do not only to survive the holidays, but to thrive? Would you like less stress and illness and more energy and joy? Need help in executing these tips? This is where a health coach is priceless. Don't we all need a safe sounding board sometimes? I know I do. Don't we all deserve the time and space to do so? Most of us live such busy lives, we don't give ourselves any white space for reflection. Call me for a discovery call to see if we're a good fit. Then I have 3 tips that I'd like to share. 1, treat yourself first. As women, we are so ingrained to take care of everybody else's needs first and foremost. We often worry that if we do for ourselves, we're seen as selfish. The truth is, we cannot be our best for others if we're not taking care of ourselves first, our own needs physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Treat yourself as you would your best friend, your lover, your child, your baby, or your spouse and your spouse. Make the same investment in you as you do in others. 2, breathe and move. Andrew Weil, in his address to Congress on healthcare reform years ago, said that breath is the #1 medical intervention. And I've done other little videos on this to give you specifics on breath. And I recognized early on in my yoga teacher training that this was an area I could definitely use improvement on. Deep belly breathing can flip that switch between the sympathetic nervous system mode and the parasympathetic nervous system mode, which is a rest and digest, rest and repair, or mate and ovulate, depending on what your goals are. And I also offer some yoga, movement to music classes. So move, do something that's fun and joyful. 3, nourish your mind, body, and spirit. Typically, physically, nourish yourself with whole living foods, clean, fresh water. I recommend half your body weight in ounces of clean filtered water. Eliminate processed foods, allergens, and toxins. The most common food allergens are wheat, corn, soy, dairy, also sugar, caffeine, and alcohol. These last 3 also play havoc on the adrenals. So does the perception of stress. Stress is not what happens to us, it's how we react to it. I have several videos on meditation that can be helpful too. Choose skincare products void of synthetic and petrochemicals and preservatives. I just did a post a couple of weeks ago where I gave links to some of my favorite ones, the ones I personally use. Mentally watch your thoughts for those automatic negative thoughts, those ants in the head, and go on a mental detox diet. Every time you hear that critic speaking, just hush them. Don't tell yourself something that you wouldn't say to your best friend. Whatever the ants say, Whether you're not good enough, you're not young enough, you're not pretty enough, notice them and acknowledge them as no longer serving you. The truth is that we are all perfectly imperfect human beings. And notice I said human beings, not human doings. And no amount of external wrapping can change that. Last but not least, spiritually, take time for yourself. Experience how journaling, prayer, meditation are opportunities to explore what's truly important to you. What brings you joy? What are you passionate about? And what makes your heart sing? Are you in touch with your life's purpose? Are you living a life based on your values? If not, this incongruence can be a dangerously insidious stressor. For more tips and savvy secrets, you can also buy my book. You can give it as a gift. It's a really good, basic self-help book. And then on the back, I have my favorite cranberry chia pudding recipe. I'm a hoarder during the holidays. I buy extra cranberries and freeze them so that I have them for recipes such as this. Super simple solutions. Happy holidays. Sending love and gratitude.